Hello and welcome to the Extreme Z podcast, the only Dokkan podcast making your favorite talk show format relevant again. I'm your host, Epic Mewtwo.
And I'm your co-host, Gavon.
And we are back for episode 11 of the Extreme Z podcast. Welcome back, everybody. So excited.
How do we already have 11 episodes?
How? Didn't we just start this?
I think.
Yeah, I thought we just started this, dude. I guess we'll have to go back and check when our first one was. I don't know.
Boy.
Maybe we'll do something for the big 2-0. Like me now. Yay!
Same.
I'm old, but anyway, I know how you feel.
We're
now.
both old.
Yes. Our bones don't work how they used to. But anyhow, enough about our creaky limbs. Oof. We have some Dokkan news to go over. And after that, of course, we're going to be having a little bit of a discussion about Dokkan Anniversaries. We're going to be looking over all the anniversaries that have occurred so far, that being first year, second year, third year, and fourth year. Somehow, remember, we did that Christmas video. We couldn't find the Christmas stuff for first year, but we were able to find this just fine. So, I don't know. But we are going to be going over anniversaries. We're going to kind of compare them, contrast, see which one is objectively the best. Give you a little bit of a Dokkan history lesson if you weren't around for the beginning of the game. And yeah. But first of all, before we get into that, of course, we have our news to go over. So let's
get right into the news.
Team, please. It's just a joke. Stop it. Anyhow. Let's go over everything. So, starting off with JP, of course. Goku and Krillin, that's not Krillin, finally Dokkan awakened into...
Goku and not Krillin.
Yes, Goku and not Krillin. Has finally got their awakening into LR, that being Goku and Arale, and they are currently the best free-to-play LR in the game. They are absolutely disgusting.
They even rival some Sunable LRs, so just keep that in mind.
Yeah, they are...
And I'm talking good. Rainbow v Rainbow too, so
yeah, they're quite good. So they got added into the game via story event that we'll go over later, but that was sort of teased first. And then, of course, the new Kid Goku Dokkan event was teased as well with the Dokkan Fest.
Giant monkey.
Boom. Then we got the brand new celebration for it, which, funny enough, they used that high five Goku and the
look at that big hand.
Yes, the big hand indeed, big hand boy. And then we had, of course, login bonus missions. And then we had the brand new Dokkan Fest, which brought with it the Int Kid Goku, the Piccolo Daimao, and the Master Roshi, which are all very good. And then the youth category as well as brought into the game, which is all children.
And the Boyhood Saga, led by all three of these boys, actually.
Right. Yeah, actually, funny enough.
Roshi and Piccolo are both 120 liters for the category.
Mm-hmm. So if you don't get Goku, you can run them, which is pretty cool. But yeah, so that's everything up until the end of the Piccolo Daimao saga. So pretty cool. We all wanted the Dragon Ball category, so I'm glad we finally have one. And then besides that, there was Super Dragon Stone sale, which was literally not though.
The sale was a lie.
Yeah, exactly. It was literally 5 90 stone packs for $35 instead of the normal $45 on JP. And
those regular sales are better than that super sale.
That's usually JP's regular sale, so I don't know. Maybe they're just jipping us out of stones now.
As they do.
Although they have been giving us stone sales for every Dokkan Fest lately, which they never used to do. So
that's fair, yeah.
I don't know. But nonetheless, maybe they're doing that now since stone shops are kind of Hokkaido. Conspiracy. But nonetheless, though, the Dokkan event for the Kid Goku went live. Unfortunately, it was easier than it takes me to literally go over there and turn on my fan. It was so silly. And then the brand new story event came out to awaken that Goku and Arale, which was pretty cool. Got some stones from that.
That grind was harder than awakening the Dokkan Fest,
Yes, it was silly. Absolutely silly.
Well, both the other ones came back too, right?
Mm-hmm. Both of the movie events came back, which was nice, of course. Raditz came back. No one really cares. The Learn to Fly event came back, though, which I actually did grind up this one this time because I never actually did it last time.
Very nice free unit.
Very decent free unit. And then we have the Legend Super Saiyan 3 Tech Gotenks got his EZA, as well as his EZA banner was here, of course. He is pretty good now. Rivals Rainbow Fizz Tanks.
That's pretty good.
And he definitely set a pretty good precedent for 70% EZAs going forward.
Yeah.
So
sadly, Lyrisk was a little weird, but
Yeah, I
I still
mean,
wish they Dokkan into mini category lead, so I'm gonna be honest.
yes, but I feel like it fits that. It's a good homage to that era of Dokkan. I
Yeah.
feel.
I mean, it literally made the 4 key 100% LRs irrelevant in terms of leader skills, so.
Yep. Hmm. Big oof, but
Rip Super Saiyan 3 Goku. You will be missed.
yes, but regardless, we brought back the Son Goku and Friends, or excuse me, Yo Son Goku and Friends return
You
event.
gotta have that, yo.
Yes, of course. The Biome Roll, yay.
Super Warrior Slam.
We got Ghost Tanks back, which is nice. We got Fizz Tanks' event is here because obviously to awaken your tech tanks.
Irrelevant.
Irrelevant, yes, now he is. We also have the Bulma's Battle Prep event. Of course, that happens whenever there's a World Tournament. There is a World Tournament, and look at that. 29th, Yamcha, of course, still being the LR, and a new
29th
Goku Black.
Yamcha, nice.
29th Yamcha. No, but a new Goku Black card was added as the prize, and it is a
Quite Subarashi.
yes, a extreme STR support unit, and he's pretty good.
No, he's super.
Oh, for sure, dude.
I mean, with what happened on Global with their World Tournament, you don't know nowadays.
Nah,
I'll get to that after.
But anyway, of course, then as for usual, why don't they update these? The Kid Goku and the Boss Rabbit event, please.
They deserve an update, especially since in part 2 of and well, not part 2, well, the second part of this podcast, we'll know more about this event. Foreshadowing.
Please make it better. I'm begging
Please
you.
give the Goku a TUR, make him good.
Give the goblin some gold. Anyway,
Well, that was a reference I did not get.
so it's alright. Don't worry about it. Someone in the comments will fill you in. Anyway,
Comment section help.
the 4th-year ticket banner went away. Rest in peace.
Oh, yeah.
But was nice that it was here for so long. They let you kind of pull on it for a little while. If you didn't have the chance to, which was pretty cool. Lots of the story events got their individual announcements. To kind of share the details on them. The Kid Goku banner went live, which brought back the first reappearance of SCR Super Boo, which was pretty cool.
Boyhood Saga.
Yep, of course. He, along with all the rest of the units that were Dokkan Fest and not brand new, were in the red coin pool. Something else that was interesting that I forgot to point out too was in the red coin pool now, every unit on the EZA banner was in the red coin pool, including Super Saiyan 3 Gotenks. So,
and they were honestly for a rather technically affordable 150 for him and Janemba, even though you can get Janemba through the redstone, but anyhow.
yes, but not bad either way.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah, pretty cool. Let's see. Moving on then. Yeah, the Kid Goku event went live as well. And again, it was super easy. There was no special or the only special mechanic was what was
Super
it?
Twice.
Yes. Which cool.
Which hasn't been a thing since Masu in Dokkan Fest, which is wild to think about.
And yeah, he's still trash. But anyway, JP hit #1 in the App Store for the Kid Goku event, which was awesome because
you mean for the Super Saiyan 4s?
right, of course.
Yeah.
No, they used the Super Saiyan 4 some of the one of them is active skill art and the other one is SA, but they used that art for the first place in the store, which I assume they had that sitting there or they just didn't use Kid Goku. I don't know. Doesn't matter though. We got orbs and 30 stones for it. This is good though because it shows Bandai and Akatsuki that Dragon Ball units will sell, and units that they might not think will do as well as they think they will do pretty good. So
does that mean we can get LR King Vegeta for a Pure Saiyan's 170 lead?
Man, I'm hoping. Anyway, we got some maintenance announcements, which was pretty cool because that always means new content. Yes, I see. And of course, the maintenance on JP was for some couple issues, I believe that we're having.
Technically was a version update.
Technically, but I think it was to fix
But all it did
issues.
was for bug issues, yeah.
Right. So the some of the bug issues actually that they were kind of a big deal that they listed were that this one isn't a bug, but let me go over the actual bug first. Some Facebook things were happening where it wasn't really clear what exactly was happening, but basically people were having trouble connecting to Facebook. So make sure you have your account backed up is, the bottom line that I'm going to tell you. But some other bugs are fixed in the version update. There wasn't anything significant in terms of UI changes for that. But Android 9.0 is no longer supported. So if you're on an Android operating system running 9.0 or lower, you cannot play Dokkan anymore, unfortunately.
Oof.
But that is an older operating system, so maybe it's time
What's
for
the most current operating system?
I'm not sure, actually. I can look for you, but
Not relevant right now.
but yeah, nonetheless, though, we finally got. Well, actually, no, that started there. Never mind. We got a Twitter campaign, which was actually really cool. Basically, it was this thing where. Actually, no. I think this was the. Yeah, this was the rewards. Yes. So there was a Twitter campaign where you could basically fill out a survey via Dokkan Akatsuki Bandai and give your thoughts on the 4th year anniversary, which is the first of its kind in terms of something like that. In terms of like asking how much you liked it, obviously Caulifla, Kale, and Hit was sort of the first thing where they wanted community input like that, I believe. I might be forgetting one. I feel like I am, but this was really cool because, they asked you certain questions about like different events, what was better, what was worse than other things. There was free response, but obviously, unless you could speak Japanese, you couldn't really, fill that part out. So nonetheless, though, very cool. And for, a certain amount of people that filled out the survey, we got, I think it was something like 30 plus stones. It was pretty decent. And it all kind of came at one time. It didn't like go in little by little. It was all, let's see, it was 15, it was like 22 stones, I think, something like that. But it was still a pretty decent amount just for filling out a little survey, clicking some bubbles. Nonetheless, though, we move on to the current news here, which is something that will be coming out after the podcast is out, or rather before the podcast is out. This will be live.
That we totally didn't just record.
Yes, the news video did just go for that. A brand new Vegeta is coming, Transforming Vegeta. This was leaked by the Dokkanner a couple weeks ago, I think. Basically, this guy is the equivalent to the Transforming Goku. Oregon number 1! Very cool. His SSR is base. His
mango is to blow up.
And act like he don't know nobody. But
His mango is to be number 1.
Yes. So he awakens into a Super Saiyan, then he transforms into Super Saiyan. Oh, he has already Super Saiyan. Then he goes to Super Vegeta, Super Saiyan 2 Vegeta, Super Saiyan God Vegeta, and Super Saiyan Blue Vegeta. Very cool.
Yeah.
But we also got another very strange news event, story event rather, announced, which was the Copy Vegeta event.
Yeah.
Yes, they had to do it at some point, and now's the perfect time to bring him in. Copy Vegeta is now coming to the game, and with that story event brought a free-to-play Gotenks, and we actually just sort of learned about them tonight, and they're both pretty decent, actually, which is really weird to say, considering I'm talking about Copy Vegeta, but the Gotenks is not bad either, and it now makes all Super Saiyan 3 Gotenks in the game farmable. At the time of this recording...
Too bad most people have them as A10 already.
Big oof. When they come out another one eventually, I'm sure, but...
Yeah, sure.
The story event, we don't know like the perfect like details of how many stones you get, like all the items or whatever.
We do know that there is a new treasure item. They've been bringing treasure items like candy nowadays.
Yes, there are 2 new treasure items actually.
All 3 of the Aurora stages have the tradable treasure items. All of these have treasure items.
Yes, they brought in the pacifier. If you don't remember from the Potafu arc, the pacifier was basically what kept Vegeta, existing in the world long enough to see the fight finished out. Yes, I would love to forget it as well. But let's actually go over that real quick. The Saiyan Day celebration. Oh, by the way, the World Tournament did happen somewhere in there.
It happened, it came, it went, as it usually does.
Yeah, you know how it be. But so the pacifier was introduced as well. Let's talk about something else once we get to it. So we'll do this one real quick because the news video was literally just yesterday for it. And I like talking about the news, but we literally just talked about it.
Just edit in the news video here.
No. We're not gonna do that.
That'll be funny.
But to give a brief overview, login bonus, which brings with it a new, again, shop item, which is the Royal Crest item, which is going to, you'll get two, and you're going to be allowed to pick one of the new, or not new, sorry, well, new EZA, but old, Fizz, Gallic Gun, Father-Son Trunks, or Tech, Father-Son Gallic Gun Vegeta. You're going to get two of those.
If there's anything like last year, Global Shaft incoming. Or is it?
So basically, you're going to get to pick those guys because they're getting an EZA, which we'll talk about in a little bit. But login bonus, missions, Dokkan Fest for Vegeta. The only two new cards are the Transforming Vegeta and the new Super Vegeta, which is actually pretty cool as well. We're yet to see what's on the banner at the time of recording this, but you guys will know by the time this is up, so cool. But anyway, the event also, obviously going live. Hopefully it's really good. I'm really hoping it's like super difficult, but I digress.
Probably not. Goku and Frieza weren't even that difficult to begin with.
Hush, child.
He's gonna be all Fizz.
Hush, child. Hush. Do not speak in such vile tone.
Fine, I'll leave the podcast. Have fun, covering gold.
All right, well, got some global name now. But anyway, another Dragonstone sale, Super Dragonstone sale. Please actually make it a Super Dragonstone sale this time. I'm begging you, Dana. But anyway, so that's happening. Again, copy Vegeta. The crest is going to be available to pick your Vegeta, Trunks, or both, or two of each. These guys are getting their EZA then as well.
Yep.
And they're also going to be available on a banner, which is going to be a repeat of a banner from a hot that minute ago, which was right before the Vegito Blue and Rose banner. This banner sort of baited people into
something. You know what I find funny? Sorry to interrupt you.
No, you're good.
The EZA art for the Trunks and Vegeta
is flipped.
Why is Trunks facing the other way?
I think it's just to kind of fill more space.
I know, but like at the same time, it's like, aren't they firing that same direction in every shot they ever do?
Well, those are technically two different cards.
I mean, yeah, but...
Right, and the effect is just in the background. But I know what you mean.
It's like if they had Family Coming High and Goten was just facing the opposite direction for no reason.
It'd be kind of funny.
I mean, it's Goten. I'm not surprised if he did.
But yes, so back to the banner. It's a repeat from then. No, you're good. So I'm assuming they're not going to change it. Obviously, these guys are going to be much, much better with their EZAs. Yeah. I would just say stay away from the banner anyway. I don't know if they'll do the
Depends
30.
What else it's on. Or actually, here's the thing. It's probably only going to be these two guys featured.
Maybe.
Depends who else, maybe.
We'll see. LRs, no idea if they'll be on there. Probably, but maybe.
Probably.
I'm kind of hoping it'll be the 330 multis, but we'll see.
That'd be nice. Then it's a little bit more incentive.
Yes, exactly. Then we have the Realm of Gods banner coming, which pretty much is like, hey, Realm of Gods going to be super effective against
Insamasu.
Yeah, he's actually good.
I mean, yeah, but everybody has one, probably.
50, yeah, anyway.
50, yeah, so you pulled 3 in one multi, didn't you?
Just cursed multi.
Blessed multi.
Yep. But yeah, so that banner is going to be arriving along with the return of the Rage Vegeta event. That's my Bulma! And then the...
Slap.
Yes, the Dragon Ball Super story event as well. Yep. And that, ladies and gentlemen, is it for the current JP news. Of course, again, keep in mind, all this stuff will be live by the time the podcast goes up, so you guys will know what's on the banner and the particulars of the story event and the Dokkan event. Okay, Vaughn?
Indeed.
Take it away.
Chef time, oh boy.
I thought you said chef. I got excited.
Chef. Imagine. Chef Vegeta card 1.
Yo, that's a thing. We could end the game. Please.
We have the Blooming Cherry Blossom Spring Training. Oh boy, waifus everywhere. There was a login bonus, the daily missions, a Dragonstone sale that was probably better than JP's because they don't like super sales. They lie to their player base. Too soon.
Kinda? Yeah.
Well,
a little bit.
Girl power banners here. Ribrianne's 4th stage came to awaken the OG Peppy Gals units. Everything that isn't Bulma and Chi. Bulma and Chi. Why do we keep saying Chi? Bola. Why do I keep saying Bulma?
Same thing.
Bola and Chi. Okay, there we go.
Same card, no biggie.
They are, pretty much. Raditz came back along with Great Saiyaman Great Salmon, the Great Salmon story event, and Looking for Mr. Red event, Wrath of the Dragon, and Prime Battle Vegeta finally hit global.
Which is very
and
cool.
became irrelevant literally a few days later.
Wah, 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 wah.
Bad timing, man. Bad timing. Legendary Summon for Goku came as a filler banner. Oh boy. Summon for him if you want, I guess. I don't
Tasty.
know. Tasty. GT story events are back. Farming up those Hercule badges. Bulma's Battle Prep happened in 98 World Tournament with a new global exclusive Future Gohan.
That's cool.
Very. It'd be nice if he was actually usable. You'll understand why. Oh boy, World Tournament Support Pack, and I'm leaving this world. So yeah, that happened, and update to version 1.4.1.1 came, introducing the Portal of Memories and all that shenanigans that was on JP, which led to a bit of controversy considering the Arale stuff is inaccessible on global.
Which is odd.
Which people assume is due to the fact that it didn't come twice to global, which it did to JP.
But that's still, like, just silly.
It is. Hopefully they take this opportunity, and when the Dokkan Fest Kid Goku comes to global, they bring Arale back.
Let's hope.
That would be nice. He'll help people get Fizz Arale.
Yes, please do.
Yes, that's basically everything it did. Just introduced the keys and fixed some UI updates, and fixed the dang Great Ape glitch, finally.
Thank you.
3,000 years.
Yes.
And all the story events went live. Sorry if I'm skimming through this. There really wasn't that much news. The version update released.
What was in the
Legendary
version
Summon
update?
happened. I pretty much just said it. It was the little like collect all
the keys
feature, the keys, all that.
All that.
All that Shazams.
You know, I want to go see that movie.
It was bad. I don't know.
Really?
Server maintenance. I don't know. Server maintenance happened. I don't remember what for.
The version update.
Judging by that time, yeah, you're probably right. Maybe. This was interesting. 900,000 fan likes reached on the Facebook page, which they gave out, I think, a total of 9 stones and a bunch of other stuff, but in the way of a login bonus.
Yeah, which was really interesting.
It's interesting, like, not bad, not gonna complain, but pretty interesting nonetheless. So, World Tournament finally went live, and that brought, and the interesting thing that came to this World Tournament was the dailies that I believe weren't here last time. If they were, my bad. And along with the fact that now at 23 million points, you get a copy of the Gohan for free.
For free.
As free as you want to consider 23 million points because of how much of a grand World Tournament is.
Oof.
But yeah, and then people realized that when they looked at Gohan, there was a big issue. So let me just take a moment to explain the issue with the Future Gohan. He's labeled as a super type, but the game treats him as an extreme type from the sorting. But when he's put on a team, he is not affected by the leader skills of extreme int leaders or extreme type leaders, nor is he affected by the leader skill of super type leaders. But he is affected by the support passives of extreme types.
Why?
I don't know. Somebody pressed the wrong button somewhere.
Weird.
Very weird. So we're waiting on some info on that, unless this is the first extreme type Future Gohan.
I
guess he was the villain.
Happen.
But yeah, it's a glitch. We're still waiting on it to get patched. So, anywho, that's pretty much the extent of global news. JP got Saiyan Day, global didn't. Psych.
Psych, you thought?
So yeah, global actually is getting Saiyan Day this year.
I mean, kinda today,
draft.
sort of. Tomorrow, you know.
Yeah, you get what I mean.
Yeah.
So all in all, is pretty much the same thing we just went over on the JP version, minus the minus the copy Vegeta event for the most part, and they added another battlefield, the 6th virtual Dokkan battlefield,
And the timing. The timing of the ECA.
Oh yeah, also they have the OG STR Broly, the Super Saiyan 3 HL Goku, and the Ultimate Gohan coming back. Probably because Saiyans? No.
I like Saiyans.
And they're coming back, which delayed the EZA for a week, which, I mean, personally, I don't mind it that much. Just gives me time to actually focus on the story events that are all going to be flooding my game.
Game and not out, but yes.
But yeah, so besides that, we also got the Fight Against Despair, the Lone Warrior's Last Battle, and the Fruit of the Tree of Might event. So besides that, it's basically the same celebration. And that is the extent of our global news, pretty much.
Thank you for watching. Yeah. So yeah, not too much going on, but still enough. And again, keep in mind, with the current celebration with Saiyan Day, global is literally about to get Vegeta at the same time.
Yeah, nice dual celebrations. We need more of these.
I agree.
Like, I'm glad they started picking it up a bit, but like major celebrations, like imagine we do usually celebrate April Fools on JP and Global at the same time. Actually, never mind. But yeah, it's nice having the community together, even though we're biting at each other's heads half the time.
Except for us here at the Extreme Z podcast. Global stuff.
Exactly. JP Shaft.
Hey, find me. Anyway,
where's Monocabeers, huh?
Where's your good game?
Where's your good sales?
Hit me where it hurts.
Now I have another thing over JP players.
Nani, fuck off.
Anyhow, that is our new section over.
Indeed it is. So today, like we talked about a little bit earlier, we're going to be comparing the past Dokkan Anniversary, the first, the second, the third. Now, fourth year, we're not going to talk about that. No, I'm just kidding. Yes, we are. But yeah, so we are going to we are only going to be covering the JP side. We'll kind of go over that in a little bit. But
global is basically the same.
Yes,
except fourth year because that doesn't exist yet.
Right, literally doesn't exist yet. But we'll be right back after
this ad that you better watch.
Every time. All right, we'll be right back. Jeez. Alright, we'll see you in a second.
Had to.
And we are back. Hope you... Come on.
Whoops. You better have enjoyed that ad.
There you go. What do you think I was waiting?
I thought you were going to say something. I'm just like, I guess I'll just wait.
No. Don't wait. Don't wait. Just go. Go.
Sonic.
He's in the run, but anyway.
It's going to be a horrible movie.
Wow, that came out of nowhere, but sure. Maybe we'll do a bootleg Extreme Z podcast episode on the Sonic movie. But nonetheless, though, we are here to talk about Dokkan Anniversaries today. We're going to be going over 1 through 4 JP side just because it were basically the same for each one, minus a few details, like Facebook and Twitter being one, that one uses one mainly and the other one uses the other mainly, and some other just slight differences. So we're going to go over JP though for the simplicity of it. Also because fourth year has literally not happened on global yet. It doesn't exist.
Soon.
Big soon. But nonetheless, let's go over it. Yes. So we're going to go start with first, go to fourth. We're going to talk about each, sort of reminisce, have some nostalgia in our bones. And at the end, we'll sort of compare them. Maybe we'll give a little bit of a tier list, and we'll kind of explain why.
What?
We'll kind of explain why we think, what we think about where they are in our sort of rank. What?
Sorry, I have a bit of a cough going on.
Alrighty. Let's continue. So I'll start off with first year. You can cover second year, and I'll do third year, and so on and so forth. Let's head it. All right. So, by the way, R.I.P. Koala-san. We miss you, buddy.
In the arms.
Okay. So, first year anniversary campaign. We're just going to kind of go down the list and talk about it. So,
can we say this so I can demonetize this first part?
So,
is Susan gonna hurt us?
Get items SSR Super Saiyan Goku, which if you guys remember from 4th year, you could get it in the shop, which was the Goku holding up the little one. Obviously, that's like the anniversary Goku.
Yeah.
The medals for, your units, not that Goku necessarily, which is a little deceiving, I guess. Stones. And y'all know the double screen crack animation? Yeah, 3 of those items right there. Don't know if we can say that.
Nothing Oolong wishes for.
Yes. Susan, shh, it's okay. Nonetheless, though.
Don't hurt us, Susan, please.
Please. Twitter comeback campaign. Depending on the number of accounts returning to Dokkan Battle, which is interesting because does that mean they were like declining in popularity? I don't know. Weird.
Maybe.
Depending
One
on
year, they're already game ended.
I mean, I'm looking at a couple gotcha games to my right there. Not gonna name names. Hunter x Hunter. But anyway, depending on... No, that wasn't 1 year. That was a little while they were alive. But nonetheless, though, depending on the number of accounts returned to Dokkan Battle, we'll get the Spirit Bomb, Goku, and Stones. Returning accounts... Wait, a returning account is an account that has completed the tutorial and hasn't logged in for at least 14 days. Wait, that's it. 1 stone each day for tweeting about it from within the app. So basically just like the modern day SNS campaigns. Pretty interesting, though. They don't do anything like that these days with comeback campaigns.
Yeah, that'd be cool. See that price again.
Pretty cool. Nonetheless, though, 1st year anniversary special event. Gratitude and Hope Adventure, an event that is Dragon Ball themed. The reward is an SR Kid Goku Fizz. Now, this is
where it all began.
Yes. This is one of the events that we talk about every time that we're like, we're not going to acknowledge it, or it's, why are they even bringing it back? This SR Fizz Goku.
He used to be special.
Yes. He used to be a 1st year anniversary event. And now they just bring him back all the time. Just because why not, I guess.
5th year, can you give that event an update or something, please?
I don't know, man. This was a good time to do it if they were going to do it with the Dragon Ball stuff going on. But nonetheless, quite a shame. This was kind of funny,
these
though.
Two blew my mind.
Yes. This is where these got added. The Hercule Zenny daily stage where you can get Platinum Hercule statues. And the Roshi stage, where you can get Platinum Turtle shells, rather.
These were only for this event, for this time. That's wild.
Yep. And now they're here every day.
And when Dokkan events weren't always available.
Yeah.
1st year remembers.
That was an interesting way to spin that meme, but nonetheless, Dokkan events return for Super Saiyan 3 Goku, OG Broly, OG Cell. Why did I say OG Boo time? So that was kind of interesting. And it's just so odd. I don't know. It's just, it's a different time, right? Because obviously we expect Dokkan events to be there every day now, but sometimes there were no Dokkan events because they rotated.
I remember way back when Fizz Cooler first came to Global, and everybody was just like, when is this Dokkan event coming back?
Yeah.
Where's his event?
It was very weird. But yes, past strike events will come back with a double rate, which is pretty cool. A double drop rate. Yeah. All daily dungeons are available to play with mass metal spawning.
Yeah, that was the Awakening Metal stage.
Right, which I guess they called it dungeons at that time, which it ain't even a dungeon. You're walking through a forest, but nonetheless.
You really are.
New special missions. Special missions, obviously, to the time. Just we have special missions today. All quest and event missions will give 3 times rank XP. They already did that at 1st anniversary, my boy, and they can't even give us that today?
Oof.
Boy. Anyway, 2 times better chance for training. Guaranteed SSR Gacha 1 time only. Interesting. I wonder what this was.
This was a very different time.
Let's see. Let's click on that. Remember, during this time, SRs were a little bit more relevant. This was a gacha with Super Saiyan 3 Goku and Vegeta, STR and Tech on the front as the big boys. Unfortunately, we don't really have any information on this besides what is in front of us because it's not that well documented. We can't just take a look at the banner on DBZ Space because it it doesn't exist yet on that
Yeah.
front. But nonetheless, though, Super Saiyan 2 Festival Gotcha, which was
Trash.
kind of interesting.
Trash by every standard
Yes,
nowadays.
it was basically a bunch of Super Saiyan 2s. Funny enough that both those Gohans are actually still relevant today with their awakenings.
Yeah.
But it very, very odd for, the time. And
Yeah, this.
again, keep in mind too, we're going to be comparing these to their time. So, like,
Yeah.
obviously, if we're like, oh yeah, fourth year anniversary is way better than this one, like, well, no, duh, we have LRs now that, are
Yeah.
available to summon.
But Theo, LRs are mentioned right here.
That's not what that means. But yes. So basically, the Gogeta and Janemba events came to the game for the first time.
The OGs.
Yes, STR and Int as well.
Yeah.
Gogeta.
Back when people thought they were LRs. Because you know about that, right?
Mm-mm.
Way back when TURs first became a thing, everybody referred to them as LRs.
Why?
Just because, like, the fact that, like, they transcended the UR limit was just like, oh, they're legendarily rare or something like that. And then they actually came out with LRs and everybody was just like, oh.
Interesting.
Yeah, that's why they're called LR events in this post-war at least scene that you can see.
Interesting. Well, nonetheless, though, then of course a banner with Gogeta and a banner with Janemba came, and that at the time was super crazy because you have to remember Gogeta was the best leader skill in the game at the time. Like,
yeah, and the best unit in the game, pretty much.
Yes, nothing compared to him at all. And again, keep in mind too, this was at the point when the rates were garbage. Like, I remember, I think
this was when 500k was like 50 million damage.
Who was telling me the story that like they spent like $400 on this banner or something and didn't get a single SSR?
Don't know.
Someone was telling me that story.
And I wish to not know.
Yes, that should give you some perspective as to, how bad the rates were at this time.
Thank goodness we have GSSR.
Yes, thank goodness indeed. Nonetheless, though, moving on, Alibaba shop items are half price, which is cool. Refresh every 20 minutes. That's not something they do these days.
Bro, when do we get that back?
Please.
I'd love that.
Take a lesson from your OG ancestor celebrations. Then all stages will give double character XP. 8th World Tournament. Wow, that should give you some, time frame as to when this was. We're on 29 now.
Yeah, and 26 on global even then, like, that's crazy.
Yes, new Dragon Ball characters were that, and GT Super Saiyan Vegeta and GT Super Saiyan Goku were added then. That's crazy.
Those old boys, boy.
And then, this was crazy. Xenoverse Strike event and a Xenoverse banner. That's nuts.
Remember when everybody wanted the Bull Demigra?
No.
Same.
Nonetheless, though, and then there was also some future
like a little
Dokkan
teaser for more story.
Right, which
yeah.
Please give us more now.
I mean, I wouldn't mind more story, even though the story is very special.
Yes, but nonetheless,
though,
a very interesting celebration. Nonetheless, it's crazy to think how far we've come from this point. And at the time, this was like disgustingly hype. Like all of that, like, and then there was so much free to play content here, and on top of that, Janemba and Gogeta, that's nuts, absolutely crazy. So, I really think that honestly, like, I know a lot of people actually regard this as one of the better anniversaries, simply because just of how amazing it was for its time. But nonetheless, we move on to the second year anniversary. Would you like to go?
And I'll take this. So, we have the second year that started off with a login bonus for 92 stones in total. Very nice. We had a God Dragon Stone. I don't know if this was the first time it came out, but that was still a thing since second year, I guess. Put some perspective on it.
Think so, but I'm not sure.
And then this is where they started doing the daily gacha tickets. Wow.
Okay.
Get a gacha ticket, do a daily pull. Pull will be a guaranteed SR higher. Every SSR is a Dokkan Awakenable character. Interesting. Tickets are only usable for a limited time, so you can't save them up. That's interesting. Bubble Shop Treasures. Second anniversary coins became a thing.
Tasty.
Daily missions are daily missions.
Also, make
this
sure
one added rank missions.
Quick side note: Part 2 is something that's not on this post. So make sure you open that.
Yes, actually, I opened it up. I noticed it. Just don't catch me slipping.
Don't catch
This one added rank missions. That's cool. Wow. I'm getting like nostalgia and mind blown at the same time. And then Dokkan Awakenings. This is crazy to think about. Seal Tanks was a anniversary unit.
Yeah, that's pretty silly.
Like, because he does the peace sign. Bro moment.
Characters will awaken with the V sign. Yes.
Yeah.
Which is pretty insane to think about. Super Saiyan Goku to Super Saiyan 2, Kid Goku to Kid Goku.
Yeah.
It's like it's kind of interesting because they're not like anniversary units, quote unquote, except for obviously the first anniversary Goku that awakened into the 2 anniversary. But like it was sort of just a little nod to the 2nd anniversary in their awakening, which is
that's cool.
Pretty neat, yeah.
Then a Shenron Twitter campaign, which was like retweet one of the wishes and you get it or whatever. Kind of like how they do it on Facebook nowadays on Global, where Shenron is just like, what do you want? You can pick like awakening medals or stones or elder kais from like the emotes or whatever on the post. Yeah, basically like that, but on Twitter. That's cool. GT story events happened. Another SNS campaign.
Tasty.
Like I mentioned, first year, very nice. Better training.
Training, yeah.
Very nice. The Hercule Master Roshi came back, because apparently they weren't daily.
That's still so
crazy.
Weird. Yeah.
It is. Baba Shop refreshes every 30 minutes, but it already does. Metal events with mass metal spawning.
Yeah.
Potential orbs, or rather the ability orbs in this, back in this timeline, I guess. Rank EXP times 4. Funny enough, when they first had it in first anniversary, it was quest and event. Now it's just quest. Sneaky boys. Dokkan is at half stamina. Remember when they were 50 stamina each?
Yes, that was the time.
Goodness. This is interesting. The Super Select Dokkan Festival. Super Dragon Stones to pull. I don't know what this was. This the blue stone? I don't remember. Like, it's weird.
I believe so.
But it says like it's like a gotcha thing. That's so weird.
I was not around for that, so I don't know.
Neither do I. But anyways, we have the Wumbo Dokkan Fest with Super Saiyan 4 Goku and Vegeta.
I'm silly. I was around for that. Never mind. Wait, no. That's kind of when I dropped out of the game, so I don't think I knew about that.
So Super Saiyan 4 Goku and Vegeta, the OGs dropped. And the GT story event conclusion of the Baby Arc happened.
Wow.
And World War 17th. Wow. From 8th to 17th.
They were cooking, dude.
Dang. Then do I have to read all of the rest?
No.
Please, no. Anyhow, that's the extent of...
There's the Select Dokkan Fest and the Super Select. Your information is right there.
Oh, is it? Oh, seriously.
Go, you get the...
Okay, so you can choose, okay. You can make exchange. Okay, yeah, so it is just Bluestone.
Yeah, there you go.
Alright, nice.
They did make it sound like a gotcha thing.
Yeah. That's
part 1.
But then we have part 2. B-Pan.
Yep, B-Pan.
Bees. A login bonus, 30 stones plus Lost Awakening medals. The Hero... Oh, I don't want to say that in fear of that being confused for another word, so I'm just not going to bother. The Female Collection.
Sure.
That sounds even worse. We have Darth Gacha are featured cards. Medical or story event. Remember when... Oh, boy. That was all ability orb stages are... Oh, no. You see number 7, don't you? OG Battlefield. Something Global thankfully never had to deal with.
Yikes. Big yikes.
This fifth game wasn't that worth it.
Yeah, no.
Not for that date. Man, that was second year.
Crazy. Broly
Third year
story
time.
event. Broly returns. So yeah, so original Battlefield was coming soon for that. Original Battlefield. I kind of want to do a podcast on Battlefield sometime.
Oh boy.
Because I think it'd be interesting to talk about, sort of reminisce on old Battlefield and then talk about new Battlefield. Because old Battlefield was good because it was something different, but it wasn't good because the game mode that it wasn't good.
Yeah, pretty much.
So I don't know. It was still interesting nonetheless. All right. Oh, why did I clap that loud? That hurt my
meme review.
It's a meme review. Sorry, headphone users. Rest in peace. But let's go over third year. We're getting closer and closer to our beloved fourth year here. Now, let's go ahead and take a look at everything that came for third year. This is a 2-part event, so we do have a little bit to go through here. Let's see. Part 1 is 27 events, an additional 6 in part 2. So, ticket gacha, just like kind of like we have for fourth year. The ticket gacha is basically just, you got tickets. You could pull on the banner with some unfeatured characters, and maybe you get an LR. All Dokkan events are open, which is cool. And, like, this is sort of crazy, too, to see the jump of what happens in the last celebration to this one.
It really is.
See the power creep oozing out of this post.
Yep.
SNS campaign, which is cool. Dokkan statistics. This, I believe, was a website that was only available during third year, and is not available to look at anymore. But basically,
interesting.
You could click on it, and it would tell you like how many certain characters have dropped for a certain event, or how many people have played the certain event, or how much stamina has been used during the third year time. It was pretty cool, and different stats that were achieved allowed you to get different rewards. So that was a really cool website. Kind of a shame they didn't bring that back, but that was a very different sort of thing. So, it was cool, I guess, to sort of keep it for the third year. But nonetheless, though, login bonus, right? Obviously, pretty cool. Select Dokkan Fest. So, again, this is sort of like what happened with the last one, except a little bit different. So, the red stone was there for this one. And then the purple stone was introduced here. And this is the stone, of course, you can get the 120 leads, which was a really big deal, that you could just kind of like buy them. Now, of course, we have coins, and you can just sort of like pick them up whenever with your coins. But then we had daily missions, of course, other missions, and third anniversary coins, which you got from the To the Edge of the Galaxy event.
Memories.
Which was, of course, Goku's trip coming to Namek to take on Frieza. And that event was fun to play every day. You got some good drops, drops, yes, but you got some good medals on the stage, and it was pretty cool. Stamina campaign, where when everyone used a certain amount of stamina together, you got some rewards.
And this is the biggest thing.
Haranga.
Our boy.
Haranga, yes. He was so cool during this event. So obviously, it was a little bit different than summoning on Shinron. You got some different, wishes to be granted. Yeah. You could summon him 3 times, I believe, was the maximum.
Yeah, and get 3 wishes per time.
Mm-hmm. It was very, very good. Then we had a little movie, of course, as we kind of do with big celebrations these days.
Yeah.
Potential stages were opened all weekend, which is cool. And the select character was guaranteed to spawn. Story event, which this is where the free-to-play STR, with his
still an amazing unit to this day.
Oh, yes. STR Kid Gohan was here. Special event, full power Goku 6 days to the end of the galaxy stage. Couldn't play once per day. We kind of talked about that before. Stamina reduction time. This was I believe the first time they did
the first time when they went from 5 to 3.
Mm-hmm. Very good stuff. Twitter campaign, where basically just the usual thing. Interact with the tweet and rewards are to be found. Boss Rush, 2 stages added to Boss Rush. So that was what, 4 and 5? Yeah.
I think so. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Which is cool. Dragonstone Sale, of course.
And then the game changer.
Yes. Super Saiyan Goku, and Super Saiyan Vegeta. as well as Super Saiyan Goku Angel and Super Saiyan Goku Vegeta. Now, of course,
That
these
become
are
the boys.
yes, LR Vegito and LR Gogeta, which are still extremely relevant today.
Gogeta.
And these banners, quite frankly, changed the game because they were
Yeah.
extremely good.
The first Dokkan Fest exclusive LRs.
Very good
Crazy.
stuff. And then, of course, you know, Dokkan events for both of them. Broly story event returns. Why even bother? I love how that, like, all of that hype, all of that hype is followed up by Broly story event returns.
Yep.
But nonetheless, though,
your favorite part of third year. I remember way back when.
And fourth year wasn't even better. They did this really silly thing where basically they had I think it was like every 3 days or every week or something. I don't remember the exact timing during fourth year or third year rather, but basically they had the Fizz, Int, AGL, and Tech and STR banners come through, and you could only do one multi on them. They would give you orbs and Kais, and then they go away. And
yeah, it was kind of dumb.
It was silly because you couldn't, like, it made no sense. Why would you only let a banner be there for one multi when people would want to summon on it? People love those type banners. They go crazy for them. I just don't understand it.
Yeah.
I really don't. It was just very odd. Nonetheless, though, I did do a video on that, and it didn't go well, and I did a video on it. It didn't go well this year, but I digress.
Banner this year was great.
30% off in the Baba Shop, 4 times ranked XP, and
well, you just ignore me.
No, I don't know what you're talking about, dude. And 3-day special missions, 15 stones, gems, yada yada yada. And then for part 2,
yeah.
Again, we're not going to go over all of it in detail because then we'd be here for an hour and a half. Because, like, you know, the stamina campaign was its whole little own thing. You know, there were tons and tons of missions.
We're just, like, skimming through, getting the general gist of it.
The battle armor item was introduced, which was really cool.
Oh, yeah.
I like that.
That became useless afterwards.
Yes. Oof.
Oof, indeed.
There was also, you know, the Planet Namek event where you easy aid the Gohan. And then, obviously, you know, the story event to get him was there, too. And then, in part 2, STR Gohan Extreme Z Awakening. Which STR Gohan is this?
The kid one.
Of course, the kid one. Majin Buu's Candy Mischief came back, which was kind of cool. Super Battle Road was open every day during the campaign. Wow, that was 2 year to third year was super. Okay, interesting. As well, in part 2, even though it was a little bit, you know, shorter, or not shorter, it was a little bit smaller. The content I felt was, you know, just as impactful.
Yeah.
There was the special event where you could obtain every member of the Ginyu Force and dun 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 dun, and it ended up being
LR.
A way to get the LR Ginyu Force, you know, LR Ginyu
in Goku's body. Yep.
And that team is still fantastic today. And that was one of the coolest events. You know, if you don't remember, you had to play them every day they came, grinded them up to Rainbow.
All free orb potential, by the way.
Right, and free orb potential.
Except the LR.
Yes. And then you could get a copy of the LR, and you could get some other ones from Battlefield, but it was still so cool getting these guys. And then this was a big, big deal. I was kind of disappointed they didn't do something like this year, to be honest.
Yeah, I can understand that.
But the 90% LR banners were introduced into the game, which some of these had not actually happened on JP, and they had happened on Global. So there was an LR Goku Black banner, which did not happen on JP originally, but happened on Global. LR Trunks, LR Gohan, LR Broly, and LR Majin Vegeta. The LR Broly as well happened on Global
first, actually, before even JP got him.
So that was so cool. I really wish they would have done that with, like, some of the 100% or something, because I definitely think that, yes, I definitely think that those banners, you know, people loved those banners. Although, granted, we already got so many, and there was the LR Baby and Pan, but we'll go over that in a little bit.
Yeah, I'll go over that later.
So, and then I guess the Hero Extermination event was have stamina. Okay.
I mean, why not?
Sure, I dig it. And then, you know, after that, just missions and the general stuff. So, yeah, that was third year.
And now, the most recent year, 4th year. Starting off with a special video. Then it went to the login bonus where you got the gotcha tickets once again, and 4th year anniversary coins, stones, all that good stuff. There was special missions, along with another banner for daily summons and all that. Getting the tickets, and you could actually save them this time. I don't know why you couldn't during 2nd year. But yeah.
That is kind of weird, yeah.
There was that, and then the Dokkan Grand Touring.
Welcome to the Grand Tour.
Yep. This was for the Giro event mainly, I think. And you got the 4th anniversary coins you can exchange in the Baba Shop, along with another Redstone. That added STR Gogeta to the Redstone pool, which was very game changing.
Yeah, crazy.
Yeah. And AGL and Fizz, AGL Rose and Fizz VB got added to the purple stone.
Why not just add them to the anyway?
I know, right? A Super Dragonstone sale hit JP, along with Goku Jr.'s EZA, which made him a very nice free-to-play unit once again. Like, he fell off, but now he's a nice hard hitter. Kiru's event, the Dab Master himself.
Yes.
The boy.
Yeah.
And then we got the Daily Hercule, who will be the champ's successor.
Bald man.
Yep. Basically a reskin of the Goku from last year. LRB Pan happened. I don't know why LRB Pan happened, but she happened.
And we all love it.
We do. 11th Virtual Dokkan Battlefield 2.0 GT.
How are we already on 11?
I don't know.
Interesting.
And now,
continue.
New boss rush stage featuring Blue Evo, UI, Turles, Super Gito, and Jiden.
Featuring Dante from the, series.
Playable Funky Kong. We have GT story event everywhere. Every GT story event basically came. If it's GT, it's here.
GT, slap it on there.
Along with the LR Super Saiyan 4 Goku and Super Saiyan 4 Vegeta. Introducing Goku and Vegeta's lineage, which are pretty much the most busted teams in the game at this point, with how versatile they are.
And they said we weren't going to get a whole Goku team, bro. And look at us now. We running a whole Goku team, bro.
Pretty much, yeah. Elder Kai banner, woo. NHS campaign? I don't know.
SNS?
I don't know. It says NHS on DZ Space, but probably SNS. Who knows?
You get stones.
Yeah, you get stones, yep. And the attribute gotchas came. Oh boy. And then the usual...
By the way, those are the same structure as last year.
The 3 missions on the weekend for 21 stones in total happened again. Super Battle Road was open daily, along with the all potential orb events open Saturdays and Sundays. And Goku Jr.'s event was back to grind, along with all the EZAs open. And all Dokkan events. And 3-minute stamina once again.
Yay. Did you forget about Vegeta Jr., by the way?
He's Partouche.
Oh, right. Sorry.
Hush, child. SNS campaign, more stones, yay. 30% off Baba Shop, woo. 4 times the XP. We need like 15 times now at this point. But yeah, that was part 1, and then part 2 introduced another login. No, not a login actually. What was this? This was like more special missions, I believe. Along with the Shadow Dragon story event and the Extreme Z raid battle of Tech Omega, I guess you call him.
Sure.
Yeah. Another special movie, oh boy. Another new special event, The Wishes to Shenron.
Which was how you got the Dragon Ball Sword Black Smoke.
And then the story event for the GT Shadow Dragon event that lets you farm up the Fizz Vegeta Jr., who immediately EZA'd. Right then and there.
Now, keep in mind, this was not the same as what he just said before about the Shadow Dragon event. Once you got all the Dragon Balls from the Shinron event, it unlocked the Shadow Dragon event, which then unlocked the Shinron EZA. The story event that was just mentioned was the one where you farm Vegeta Jr.
Yeah, it's convoluted.
Yes. But we digress.
Anywho, this was the GT themed battlefield. The other one was just a regular one. Might be.
Mm-hmm.
Then a Super Dragonstone sail and the first Peak LR banner with 2 LRs featured.
Peak, yeah, that is what it's called technically.
Yeah. A more Elder Kai banner, woo. Eat the... is Ichiban Kuji? No?
One of them, yeah, so this was, to be honest, I don't know why they included this. Nah, I got you. The Ichiban Kuji Super Saiyan 4 4th anniversary Goku and the Bam Presto Super Saiyan 4 Vegeta. They had a little contest on Twitter, and you could win these guys. It was kind of interesting because from the translations I saw, you had to comment like something silly to win, like what Goku and Vegeta were doing today. Like the answer or the example that they gave rather was like Goku and Vegeta are going to get burgers at a restaurant or something like that. Like,
I see.
That was the way you entered the contest, which
that's weird.
Yeah, that was, at least I believe that was Garesh who translated that, and that's what he said. So odd. I don't know.
Can't fault the guy for translating.
Yeah, but like it's still weird that they even bothered to put this in here. Like, I get it because, you know, it's related to 4th year and it's a Twitter thing. And, like, you know, if you're playing JP or said, you know, supposed to be in Japan, obviously they know that's not the case. But, like, you know. But I digress once more.
And the last thing that 4th year added was the second stages to the Dokkan Punch Machine event where you can actually use items. Very nice.
Which was very cool. Very good update.
So that was the extent of 4th year.
And when they brought back, I don't know if you mentioned this, when they brought back SBR, it got, oh no, wait. No, I'm silly. It didn't.
That was a while back. Yeah. That wasn't for this.
I'm tripping. Yeah. I'm literally going into the future and thinking about when they're going to update it next.
I can see the future.
Oh, I can see the future. But anyway, so.
Also, I didn't mention the EZA dropped a new Universal Spirit Bomb Goku that was pretty good. Mm-hmm. And he dropped STUR, which was weird.
Yeah, that was pretty weird.
Anyhow, that's pretty much the extent of 4th year.
So, we've now gone over every anniversary currently. Wow, that took like 30 minutes. So let's talk about it. All right. So what's your tier list right now? What are we thinking?
I'm gonna have to do it to him. Probably 3rd year, 4th year, 2nd, then 1st year.
See, this is interesting because I almost feel like with the amount of content that we got, now, see, this is hard too because both of us have a little bit of bias. I've been playing the game a little bit longer than Kayvon, but you know, we both weren't around for 1st year at least.
Yeah.
But from looking at this from an objective standpoint, I would have to say that I'm going to put 3rd year at the top because I still think the 3rd year was amazing. I'm actually going to put 1st year under that. And then 4th year, and then 2nd year.
I'm going to have to hit you with the JonTron meme.
Why? So let me explain myself.
Please do, before the comments scream at us. So,
I think, I mean, you know, it's really whatever you think. But here's my way of looking at it. So, I think we both agree that 3rd year is the best. You know, it had everything
getting us all.
Yes, that was why. No, it had everything that made it a perfect anniversary. It had cards that, you know, like were literally game changing. It had good free to play units, tons of new content. It had a whole free to play team, my boy, which was so
granted,
good.
4th year. Sorry to cut you off. 4th year had a bunch of free units too, especially EZA wise, but it just didn't feel the same as like a whole team structured just purely for free to play.
Mm-hmm.
It just didn't feel as like impactful.
And I mean, what it was. Well, B-Pan doesn't count because she was already a unit in the game.
Yeah.
And everyone had her. What? So what was the new unit? Vegeta Jr.? What else was free to play that came out in terms
Goku
of
Jr., Giru.
He was already old. Giru I'll give you. That's only 2.
Uh,
Awakenings don't count. I mean new units. Like, sure, awakenings
right,
are good, but
Vegeta Jr.
for the sake of like the argument, like I mean
There's
like
also
brand
LR Oob.
new. Okay, sure, I'll give you that one too. But that's like 3, right?
Yeah,
Compared
fair,
to
fair point.
a whole team, my boy.
Yeah. And
So
also, fourth year literally just felt like, oh, you know how we could outdo third year? 6 LRs.
yeah, it definitely felt like a lot of copying of third
Yeah,
year, like, from the tight banners to new LRs to the daily stage was basically the same as the Goku stage, just with Hercule.
exactly.
Some of the other, just like little things that were there. Obviously, I'm not going to complain about free stones from the SNS
Of
campaign and that
course.
sort of thing.
When can we ever complain about freestones?
Right. But, and then I. See, I don't know. Like, do I say that I enjoyed the 5 different LR banners more than that double LR banner? Kind of. But those were also older, LRs that were returning and not new things.
Yeah, fair.
Because I also feel like fourth year was a little bit too overwhelming
Yeah, definitely.
in terms of, not only just banners, but LRs. We got 6 new LRs.
Yeah, granted, 2 were free to play, but even then.
Right. But I just think everything about third year makes it the best, and I think that we can both agree on. Now,
Definitely.
here's the thing. I'm putting first year above fourth year, yeah?
Yeah.
So, the reason why I say that is because how do I explain this?
Lay it on us.
For first year, Gogeta literally changed the course of the game.
Yeah, that's fair.
Like, he changed how the game was played, damage output, how leader skills worked, like what units were expected to be going forward.
See, I'm gonna agree with you, but I'm gonna play Deborah's advocate.
Go for it.
Can't you say the same for active seals?
No, because you could already output that much damage with a normal LR.
Fair. Fair enough. Got me there.
And you don't necessarily need active skills on your team to win. Like the Gogeta event, you needed him to beat it. Like, you ain't gonna win without the mans. Because it was, difficult for the time to be able to awaken him. And so, so there was that, right? And, at the time, all these different banners that came out were, like, obviously quite exciting. And a Xenoverse banner, too, kind of like to us now. That's sort of like the classic Heroes banner, if you want to think about it like that.
Yeah, true.
And then, like, that free-to-play Xenoverse Trunks, it's like, wow, all these characters that we never thought would be in Dokkan are here now, right? Which was super cool.
Yeah, that's fair. Hear that?
So I just think because of how impactful it was for the time, and you got to give respect to the OG. So I think that. And then fourth year, again, I'm putting it that low, only because as much as I loved it, I loved all the new characters that they brought. I loved the Goku and Vegeta events, despite not being hard, they were still pretty fun. And but the reason why it's so low is kind of just what we were discussing before, is the fact that they just like tried too hard to take third year and quote unquote make it better. And I feel like they didn't succeed because they copied a lot of the good stuff, but they just copied it and didn't add anything new. And then like some of the things that made it so good, right, were like, again, the free to play team. They did the new units good with Goku and Vegeta, but I also feel like the fact that those LR banners that came that were already LRs that had been in the game were almost better for people, because then they didn't feel like they needed to, like, see this new banner and be like, oh, I need these new LRs. If they already had the, like, it gives your players a little bit of breathing room, because this has been something that I was sort of like thinking about lately. I know it's been sort of a talk in the Dokkan community lately, but like, we haven't had a chance to breathe since like what, October or something like that.
Pretty much since Int Black.
Right. So that would have been like a well-deserved break if they would have brought back LRs that people already had, as opposed to something new that people needed to summon for.
See, what JP definitely needs right now is a nice filler version.
Right. I agree. But hopefully after say, well, we can't even do it
Yeah.
after saying Nate because there's Golden Week. But
Yeah,
that's
exactly.
neither
Golden
here
makes
nor
it
there.
happen.
Besides that, though,
Same day as a trap?
um, and
Yeah.
then second year at the bottom, second year was good, and obviously, like the 120 leaders brought a whole new meta to the game. Of course, that is undeniable, and they're the original Super Saiyan Force. But a lot of the rest of it wasn't really too exciting compared to the other years.
Yeah.
It was sort of like just it's like, a lot of little stuff from different celebrations sort of just thrown together. Um, and as well, you could still beat the Goku and Vegeta event with 70% teams.
Yeah.
You didn't need them, right? Like you needed a Gogeta then.
Mm-hmm.
So in that regard, I think that, I'm putting second year at the bottom, first year. Oh, well, I might as well just go in order, right? Third year at the top, second year, oh my gosh, now I'm mixing up my years. Third at the top, first at the second spot, fourth at the third spot, and second at the fourth spot. We got it, boys. There we go. So explain your reason then. Why?
Oh, my reason?
Yeah. You're sitting here too.
mean,
I'm looking at you across the table. Come on, spit it out.
I mean, oh, what did I say? I said fourth.
You said third, fourth,
Oh, yeah.
and then I think first and second.
Yeah, I guess so.
So why?
Well,
or did I change your mind?
Well, third obviously is because of all the stuff you said.
Right.
Like, not gonna repeat what you said.
Yeah, it was the perfect anniversary in my opinion.
I think fourth is probably still higher than second and first, mainly because all it did do was copy. It did still bring a lot of good stuff from third year. I mean, it's 900 stones.
Right, that can
over
certainly
the course
not
of
be
the
denied.
Anniversary. That's crazy.
Mm-hmm.
Then I'd have to say you may have changed me a bit first and then second, probably.
Okay.
Because Gogeta was revolutionary.
Yeah.
And while the Super Saiyan 4s were like starting a new meta, right after it, Super Saiyan 4 Gogeta dropped, so.
Yeah.
Yeah, so I think that's my reason. So, third year is best year.
But is that it for fourth year just because of the stone count?
Well, and also, like I said, good free units, 2 amazing free-to-play LRs.
That's true. B-Pan is like on every team now.
Pretty much. And while like at first and second year did introduce great units, they didn't give back much to the community, I feel.
I agree with that.
At least in terms of like farmable stuff.
I can agree with that.
Sure, some stones and all that stuff, but yeah. That's my reasoning.
Fair enough.
Let us know what you think in the comments.
Yeah, for sure. I am curious to see. Because I feel like they definitely saw how much people enjoyed third year. And they were like,
tried to remake it.
Right. They're like, oh, we need to replicate this, right? Let's just throw a monkey cover.
All it did was make people like see like, oh, they're just trying to blatantly copy it. Like the reason why everybody loved third year so much is that it was so new.
Mm-hmm.
Dokkan Fest LRs, Parunga.
Yeah.
Freaking.
And I think that was something we both forgot to bring up. That was our point before we were talking, or before we started recording.
Yeah.
Was that Black Smoke was extremely lackluster.
While he was cool in concept, he didn't bring enough to the table.
Right.
He unlocked a story event. Come on.
Like, you could have just had that event unlocked from the start.
All of that for a drop of story event.
Story club. Like, you literally could have just, like, put that event in the news and said it was coming.
Like,
you didn't, like, sure, it was cool collecting all the Dragon Balls and going through, but that could have allowed something so much cooler to be placed in the game rather than it just unlocking a story event. And it,
I get it, he doesn't grant wishes, but, like, I don't know.
Yeah, like,
I should have at least bought Parunga. Just bring Parunga in.
No. Well, you can't bring him back for that. But I mean, I don't know. I understand. Like, maybe I don't know. Use like, I don't know. just some. I'm not like, because that's the problem, right? I hate when I say something like, "Oh, this isn't bad," and I'm like, "Oh, well, how would I change that?" I'm like, I don't know. Like,
Yeah.
I hate when I think that, or like, when that's the case, but I'm not really sure exactly how I would change it. I just think that it was kind of unnecessary to have these
Underutilized.
Right. There you
That's how I
go.
feel.
Yes, that's perfect. Yes. That's exactly what I was thinking.
Mm.
So I don't know. Going forward, I think what they should do is definitely take some stuff from third year since it was so good, but stick with mostly new
Yeah.
events. Like,
Like, give us another full free to play team Dokkan. We
Yes.
love that stuff.
Yes, that was
Full
so
Bardock
good.
squad.
Everyone, yes, please.
That would
Everyone
be
loved that.
amazing.
Like, bring maybe like, the 6 days till Namek, or like the Hercules, predecessor.
Like, some
event.
good stuff for underrated characters. Like, nobody expected anything to be dealing with the Ginyu Force. And look at the team now. It's like a great team to run.
Right. Definitely. I think a lot of people as well, including myself and you, were highly disappointed that a full free-to-play Shadow Dragon team was not added to the game.
Yeah, definitely.
Because that would have been awesome, and a perfect opportunity to do that would have been this. They could have made like a Sin that would have been the leader, right? And then the rest of the Shadow Dragons could have been units on the team. And, maybe they could have had an LR where, like, they could have even done it transforming, where he absorbs them all and becomes Omega.
Yeah, exactly.
There was so much potential there that I feel like was just untapped.
Yeah, just squandered.
Mm-hmm. So I don't know. Only time will tell with next year's anniversary. But I think we sort of made our points clear why.
We made our stance.
Mm-hmm. I don't know. Even though I wasn't there for first year, from what I've heard myself, and obviously reading the information we have here, it's just like, I don't know, very game changing. So
yeah.
Either way, though, that is going to do it for this episode.
I think we've rambled enough.
Yes, I think we have. We got all our thoughts out. Next week might be an interview. I'm not sure. I would kind of like to do an interview every other week if we could. I don't know if that's possible, but we'll see.
Yeah.
We have a couple people that we could definitely get on the mic.
Yeah.
But we'll see. Also, quick side note before we end. Sorry about this episode being late. I know I announced that on Discord and Twitter. Mainly it was just because my birthday was this weekend, which I kind of mentioned in the beginning of the video. But I was literally busy with all that all weekend, like literally from Friday
birthday boy.
Yes, from Friday night to Sunday night when we are currently filming this now. So apologies for the late little delay, but yeah. That is going to wrap it up for this episode of the podcast. You have any finishing thoughts, my friend, before we say goodbye?
Looking forward to fifth year, everybody, and fourth year on Global.
Hey, there
Peace,
you go.
Everybody.
Yes, and it's crazy, too, that fourth year hasn't even come on Global yet.
Yeah.
That's the, baffles me. Yes, we have that to look forward to before we have fifth year, but
definitely.
Nonetheless, we're looking ahead to the horizon of Dokkan. Hopefully Ultimate Shinron doesn't come and delete all our accounts. But anyway, that's going to do it from all of us here at the Extreme Z Podcast crew. Hope you guys enjoyed the episode, and we will see you in the next one.